Oh, hello. Good evening and welcome to City Hall, everyone. I'm Kelly Lee. I'm the Chief Cultural Officer for the City of Philadelphia and the Director of the Office of Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy. And it is my pleasure to kick off the first inaugural Craft Month in Philadelphia and to celebrate Craft Now. That's right. We just had a quick discussion right before we started. We're like, are we doing this every year? I was like, what's the point of having a month if we don't do it every year? So this is the first of many craft months that we will all be celebrating together. But tonight, we recognize our city's heritage as a national leader in the field of craft and the handmade arts. The crafting and maker community is a thriving and an important sector in Philadelphia's creative industries, and proclaiming November as Craft Month demonstrates how we appreciate the distinguished craft artists and craft organizations that bring great rewards to our city's culture. In concurrence with the Philadelphia Museum of Art Contemporary Craft Show, Craft Now offers a unique opportunity to explore the city's growing craft community and learn more about the craft medium. Some Craft Now events include a well-crafted First Friday in Old City, the 5th annual Irvin Borowski International Prize in Glass Arts at the University of the Arts, and my favorite, Craft Now Create at the Kimmel Center. Another event, which we will celebrate tonight, is the Crafting Context exhibition presented by our office, the Office of Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy. This exhibition was juried by craft artist Iko Fan and Charlotte Lowry, Philadelphia Museum of Art's Living Artist Coordinator. It features 27 artists from the Philadelphia region and showcases the work that explores the intersections of traditional craft and fine art and recognizes craft as a tool to explore contemporary issues. Craft Month will confirm the influence of Craft Now and reaffirm the importance of the craft community to the future of Philadelphia. To present the proclamation, I would like to introduce Sheila Hess, the City of Philadelphia representative. Sheila?
Well, hello, good evening, everybody, and happy November 1st. Thank you so much, Kelly, but I also want to give a shout out to Kelly for her outstanding leadership, but her very dedicated, talented, and creative team for all that you guys do with the arts, culture, and creative economy. So thank you to everyone from her staff for all that you guys do. I am so delighted to be here with all of you this evening as I have the opportunity to bring to you the warmest greetings and the wholehearted support on behalf of our great mayor, Mayor Jim Kenney. Mayor Kenney sincerely appreciates the value and the depth that the city's crafts and markers sector adds to really the quality of life in Philadelphia, and how that presence of the city's accomplished crafts and the makers community shines a light on what Philadelphia's flourishing creative economy. So I thought I might begin by reading a definition of what the word craft means, right? Because I know you all did that. But I'm going to read to you according to Webster's, and that is, it says craft, a skill in planning, making, or executing. It is an occupation or trade that requires dexterity and artistic skill in making things by hand. Craft is also how to refer to individual or collective members of a trade guild. So all those meanings are proudly represented here in this room with all of you. And it is in the initiatives that have been undertaken through the administration and membership of Craft Now. So now the independent thinking of small business startups and the desire of our growing millennial population here in the city of Philadelphia, we find meaningful, sustainable, and self-expressive work that informs our changing economy. So historically, Philadelphia holds an honor place in the world of craft work and craftsmanship. So if you take a walk, and I'm sure you all do, we take a walk down Pine Street, whatever, how often or how little, but you will see Philadelphians' artisan crafted furnishings, the ceramics that are representing the talent of generation of skilled makers. And these pieces are still prized as examples of the finest furniture and the decorative arts made in America. Philadelphians can be very, very proud that our city is the home of the Philadelphia Museum of Art Contemporary Craft Show. So now celebrating its 40th year, yes, that's right, the 40th year as the nation's oldest and one of the country's most prestigious fine craft shows. So in addition to providing supportive citywide programming during the Philadelphia Museum of Art's Craft Show, Craft Now has worked since its founding in 2015 to give a voice to the scores of artists and institutions that have identified Philadelphia as the leading center for craft and craft making in the 21st century. So speaking on behalf of Mayor Kenny and the entire city of Philadelphia, we hold the mission of Craft Now in the highest regard and applaud the Craft Now efforts to showcase Philadelphia as a city of multicultural creative sources and resources. We are also the first in the United States to designate us as the World Heritage City as well. So it all ties into what we're doing here. And as Kelly had mentioned, I have a mayoral proclamation to applaud you and the work of Craft Now and salute its partnership with the City of Philadelphia through the Office of Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy. And we want to acknowledge that this month, the month of November, it's hard for me to believe that it's November, seriously, as Philadelphia Craft Month. So I want to invite Clara and Kelly, the founder of Craft Now, to join me as I read an excerpt. Photo up. Okay. I'll let you hold while I read the excerpt, and then we'll do a photo. Okay. Okay. So just the excerpt, it says here, Craft Now. Philadelphia works to unite the leading institutions and artists of Philadelphia's craft community, our internationally recognized contemporary craft scene, and our extraordinarily important role as an incubator for arts based in wood, clay, fiber, metal, and glass. So founded by a consortium of individuals, galleries, museums, universities, retailers, and civic organizations, the principals work together to capitalize upon Philadelphia's outstanding craft resources and highlight our city's continuing role in defining the future of craft. So during November, there will be a bevy of craft-related events that you heard Kelly reference for the public to consume and learn more about this exciting medium of art. Therefore, I, James F. Kenny, Mayor of the City of Philadelphia, do hereby proclaim the month of November 2017 to be Philadelphia Craft Month, signed by Mayor James F. Kenny on November 1st, 2017. So congratulations, and now we'll pose for a photo.
I apologize in advance for repeating because these speeches were right on. They really got who we are, and I so appreciate it. And I want to thank Kelly and Sheila. So I'm Clara Hollander, co-founder with David Seltzer of Craft Now Philadelphia. On behalf of the outstanding craft and maker institutions that comprise Craft Now, I'm delighted to accept the Mayor's proclamation of November as Craft Month. This recognition by our city is very important, not only to those of us who are involved with the arts, but also to the citizens of Philadelphia. This proclamation validates the importance of our heritage as the capital of craft. Philadelphia has a long legacy of workers skillfully making things by hand. Philadelphia was a center of making and manufacturing as our nation took shape in the 17th and 18th century. We were leaders in furniture construction, tool and die pattern making, especially for the locomotives, Stetson hats, and even lace. Think Samuel Yellen, the genius ironworker, Betsy Ross and the American flag, and Carpenter Hall on Chestnut Street is the oldest trade organization in the country. Flashing forward to the 20th and 21st century, Philadelphia has maintained its leadership as a center of craft and making. The concentration of top-tier, state-of-the-art university programs focusing on craft and making has continued our lead in producing world-renowned artists like Wharton Esherick, Nakashima, and Bertoya. And it is not an accident that the oldest, most prestigious craft show in the country, the Philadelphia Museum of Art Contemporary Craft Show, is in Philadelphia, and it runs from November 9th through the 12th. You all come. For craft artists, being inducted into the College of Fellows by the American Craft Council is the highest honor to be attained. Philadelphia artists or institutions have received 25 of these, more than anywhere else in the country. We at Craft Now continue to build on these traditions. We unite, support, and promote our great craft and making institutions. As far as we know, we're the only movement of its kind. 3 years ago, we started as a coalition of the willing with the University of the Arts, the Clay Studio, the Center for Art and Wood, and the Art Alliance. Today, we call the major craft organizations in Philadelphia as part of our family, including the Women's Committee of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, Moore College of Art, the Fabric Workshop, Temple University Tyler School of Art, Wayne Art Center, and many galleries. Our approach is multifaceted, and our programming surrounds the timing of the Philadelphia Craft Show in November. We want the guests who attend the craft show and the people who visit Philadelphia to also visit our curated exhibitions at our galleries. This year, the theme is Fluid Boundaries. We want to continue to educate by presenting a symposium which includes world-class scholars. Last year, our speaker was Glenn Adamson, former curator of the Victoria and Albert Museum in London and the Museum of Art and Design in New York City. This year, we are excited to host Abraham Thomas, the chief curator at the prestigious Renwick Gallery of the Smithsonian American Art Museum in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. He will be speaking at Moore College of Art on November 10th at 5 p.m. We want to introduce and inspire our youngest citizens through Craft Now Create, a family day at the Kimmel Center on Saturday, November 11th from 11 to 4. This is an educational and participatory experience where craft steps out of the studio and where children and adults can make and take home their own unique piece of craft. In today's digital, mass-produced world, as we rush toward driverless cars and a future of robots in our home and work, it is the touch of the hand that connects us to our humanity. We're honored to have Art in City Hall be our kickoff event this year. It is symbolic for us to have the proclamation of Craft Month be awarded here. As many of you know, I'm sure, and maybe everybody knows, Philadelphia City Hall is the largest and tallest city hall in the United States. It is topped by the 27-ton statue of William Penn, created by Alexander Milne Calder. The statue is the tallest on top of any building in the world. We are inspired by our distinguished past to continue the excellence of craft now for future generations. I would like to thank our wonderful executive director, Lila Cartier, and Quinn, for coordinating this evening. And I apologize if I slaughtered the last name, I'm sorry. Please visit us on our website, craftnowphila.com, and pick up our brochure for more information. We hope to see all of you at our free Craft Now events. I would now like to introduce Andrew Smith, a talented student in fibers and textiles at the University of the Arts, who will do a brief demonstration. Thank you, Andrew.
Hey everyone, so I'm a junior at UArts, and I made this piece here this summer. It took me 3 long, agonizing months. This was my first loom in my class freshman year, and then I jumped to a loom this big. It was a beast. It was definitely a beast. And it was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely floored by the things that I found out while making. I'm really interested in how far I can project things off of the weft. So I've been experimenting with Rayonaught, which will, over time, build up a form that can go like inches off the weft, which is very interesting to me. But yeah, definitely come out on the 11th for Craft Now Create. I'll have a loom set up that's even bigger than this one, and everyone can learn how to work on it, and it'll be really awesome. So yeah, you can keep watching.
Thank you, Andrew. And if any of you have ever been to Craft Now Creates at the Kimmel Center, it really is a cool event. Bring your family. The things that you'll see amazing things like this, and your kids will be inspired and can make and take things with them. So definitely participate. And I would like to give a special thanks to Sheila and to Clara for presenting. And for being here and accepting the proclamation, and for doing all the great work that you do and giving us a reason to proclaim a whole month in the area of crafts. And like I said, this is the beginning of getting bigger and bigger celebrations, so we look forward to partnering with you. And I would like to invite all of you who are attending, one, thank you for coming, but hope that you will enjoy the exhibit and meet us downstairs in room 116 for a reception, wine, snacks, the whole bit. So thank you for coming.